Three for the Money is brought to you by the Trend Center app. This is the best tool for sports betting research out there. On the Trend Center app, you can test betting systems from the past 20 years. You explore thousands of existing trends and systems from top betting experts. Choose from hundreds of filters to test different systems for each sport. Save these trends and get notified when these trends have games. Download the app for free using the link in our description and get a free 2-week premium trial. The normal trial is only 3 days. Using the code TFTM. Upgrade your sports betting research today. And they will have college basketball soon, so stay tuned for that. All right, now let's get to the show. Okay. We're here. We're back. It's 3 for the Money. New episode. This is probably Friday. And the second pod of the week. Thanksgiving has passed, supposedly. And we have won all of our bets from Thursday and later on today.
Allegedly.
But it is Monday.
So.
It is Monday while we are speaking right now. So some of these lines might be a little bit different by the time the game time is. But you know what? We're going to rock with it because time is a precious thing. I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah.
Beautifully said.
Yeah, thanks. So we're recording these early, so we can get them out to the people because we are nothing without the people.
Nothing.
But yeah, last week did not go great. I think I can speak for all of us. Did not go great. I think I went 2-2-1. Yeah, but on the show, but I actually got to my bets after the lines have already moved. So I ended up taking the Texans -6 instead of -5, and that lost. That was one of my losses. And then I took the Niners -13, and they only won by 13, so that was a push. So in real life, I'm not doing great. But on the show, I'm treading water because I also won my Surefire pick. Sean, what are you laughing?
Just what you said is funny. It's like, I'm not doing great. Like,
not doing great.
It's funny.
On the show, I'm fine, but
yeah,
not doing great. Midweek betting has been brutal.
We're all there with you.
Yeah.
Me and Chris alike are both sitting at maybe even a worse spot than you. Well, actually, probably a worse spot. Definitely a worse spot than you, but
a joke.
No, it's I'm trying to make light of the situation, but yeah. I guess I'll go
How
into
did y'all do?
I guess I'll go into mine. I actually went 7-7 somehow.
Do you win your Surefire?
My Surefire was 49ers -11.5 is what I got it at, and that's what I gave it out,
and it won.
And it won because the Niners won by 13. Yeah. And unfortunately, that line moved up to 13.5. So I hope y'all got it when I did. Yeah. So that was I'm kind of up on the week, I suppose, but yeah, I lost by a hook on a couple of them, which it just brought me down a lot. This week has brought me down. Chris, spill it.
Oh, it's terrible. By far my worst NFL week of the year. Went 3-7. Still have the Chiefs -2.5 going right now. They are currently tied. So I don't really even. I would like to have it. I don't need it. Like I'll go from 3-7 to 4-7. Whoop de frickin' do. But my Surefire hit, that was nice. Won by the hook. Shout out Josh Dobbs, even though he played pretty poorly. But good teams win, great teams cover. I just want to say this right now. College basketball has been kicking me in the dick. I've been so bad. That's all I can think. Like I came over tonight and I was watching the Florida State game and it didn't my bet ended up winning, but I was just sitting on the couch like I don't even care. Like what's the point? And now like that one and knock on wood games I'm keeping up with now, most of them look all right. So maybe we'll turn a corner. Maybe not. Who knows? Can't take it with you. But
yeah, you
3-7. That's how I'm doing.
You came into the crib and you were pretty quiet.
So sad.
I didn't really, ask what was going on, like a good friend does. But we were watching the Florida State game and about like a minute and a half left in the game, you just go, woohoo, that's the over. I'm 1-4 today. And I was like, oh, I get it.
You know it's a good day when you win your first bet at 6 p.m. And you've been
on
gambling
a Monday?
You've been gambling since noon.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way it goes. That's feast week. It happens, but
it does happen.
Enough of this. I'm tired of this. All right, shaking it off.
Yeah, no.
Tired of this nonsense. Let's get into this. We're going to get some winners.
Okay, it is week 12.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Jesus, the time
like you said
is
in the other pod.
It's going by so fast. Shit, man. First game. First game is the Jags at the Texans. The Texans are home dogs by 1.5 points. Texans, it seems that CJ Stroud is, in fact, a human and had a bad half, but was able to win the game last week.
What?
Jags. What?
What half? What
second
half did he? Oh, second half. Okay. I was going to say he
had
a great
he had a bad first
half.
Oh, yeah.
No,
second half. I mean, yeah. Sorry.
Oh.
Will, are you saying he had a bad first half or a bad second half?
A bad first half, because that's what I heard.
No. He had a bad second half.
Yes.
Oh, they didn't. Well. I don't think they scored in the second half. Actually, I know they didn't score because I had the over. They had like 30 points at the at the half, and they just didn't score the rest of the game.
He had a fantastic first half.
Yeah, second half he was not good, but yeah, first half he was slinging it.
All right, whatever. Jags beat the shit out of the Titans. It's not really something to take home to, but I guess divisional matchup. I guess you gotta win those. Chris, what do you think?
I'm gonna take Texans straight up. I think they're better than Jacksonville, honestly. Like, yeah, Jacksonville whooped up on the Titans. Woo-hoo. So does like everyone who isn't the Falcons. That doesn't matter. The Jags have crumbled against every good team they've played this year. Little bit of a different scenario here because the Texans haven't really played. I mean they played a couple good teams, but the Texans are just on fire right now. So I'm gonna roll off the hot hand. I'm going with CJ Stroud, probably won't, but potential MVP winner. Yeah, Texans money line. Let's ride. Sean, what do you got?
I'm also going to take the Texans straight up. You can make an argument here that the Texans are the better team. You can make an argument that they, in fact, are the better team here. The Jags last week were in week 1 form. Beat the shit out of the Titans, but they're terrible. As a Titans fan, they're terrible.
Yeah,
and CJ Stroud is all but locked in as offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah.
And you know what? This may be the most important game in the NFL this week, standings wise. Since the Texans went into Jacksonville earlier this season and beat the shit out of the Jags on their own turf, they're only 1 game behind. So if they win this game, they're in first place to the AFC South. And as a Titans fan, it pains me to say this. But if the Titans can't win the South, I'd rather the Texans than the Jags. The lesser of two evils. It's fun to see a kid, just kind of rise up through the ranks. But yeah, I am rooting for the Texans this weekend. Texans money line. Will, what you got?
I also agree with Texans money line.
Let's go.
I mean, the Texans can definitely win this division. It's not, I don't think it's too far-fetched to say now, obviously, but this game would be the tiebreaker. And it's definitely can turn the tides. And what's up?
Oh no, just continue making your point, and I just have a question to ask. Just about this game.
That's all I got. What is it, Chris?
Oh, correct. Like, I may be out of the loop here. I may be missing something. Would this not pretty much seal the division for the Texans? Like, I know they haven't played the Titans yet, but that will be 2 wins. They will have swept. If they win this game, they will have swept the Jags. I don't know. I don't really know who they've already played in terms of division wise. I know they haven't played the Titans, but which they'll probably win both of those if I'm being honest. But like, I feel like a lot of people are like, "Oh, well, the Texans could win the division if they win this game." I'm like, shouldn't they be kind of a lock if they win this?
I see what you're saying.
The Colts too.
I see what you're saying. I mean, no, I don't.
The Colts are bad.
Between the
Colts are bad.
It's between the Texans and the Jags. That's fact.
But if they win this game and sweep the Jags, wouldn't that just be almost a guarantee that they have unless they just crumble?
Right. So it's week 12. There's 6 more weeks after this. There's nobody's gonna clinch a playoff spot in week 12.
Well, I know they won't.
I get what you're saying, but there's still mathematically there's still a probability of the Jags winning the AFC South.
I guess,
but no, I completely agree with you. Like, I think if the Texans win this game, it is almost a 99% chance that they will win the AFC South.
Okay. I mean, yeah, because I've just on ESPN and every other place they've just been saying, well, the Texans, if they win this game, they have a shot at winning the division. I'm like, I think you got to put a little bit more respect on them than that. Like, they'll have more than just a shot. I feel like they'd have damn near, I won't say guarantee because it's the NFL, but I mean, you're 2-0 against your only real competition. I feel like you should have it pretty much on lock.
Right. So the Jags are 3-1 in their division. And the Texans are only 1-1. So they've only played the Colts and the Jags.
They lost to the Colts. Oh my. Yeah, I forgot about that.
So that is gonna hurt them a little bit. Also you have to look at conference AFC matchups, Jags are 5-2, Texans are 3-2. So it is possible that the Jags can overcome like a divisional standing, a divisional record, and a conference record at the same time. And that would secure their divisional championship, I guess. So, but I do agree that I think if they win this game, it's over.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah.
Over.
I agree.
Yeah, it's pretty much over. Cool. Okay. Next game, Another divisional matchup. Chiefs Raiders. Raiders home dogs by 9.5. Interesting. What do you think, Sean?
Will, I'm going to take a little
Yes.
play out of your Willie Unders playbook here.
Oh.
With a little interesting stat. The under.
I love interesting stats.
The under in Raiders home games this season is 5-0.
Oh.
The under in Chiefs away games are 3-1. The one being Sunday Night Football against the Jets and only going over by 2. That being said, it is very easy for me to take this under. I'm probably not even going to watch this game, if I'm being honest. So this is a perfect spot for an under. I'm not going to watch it, and the stats back it up. Under 44. Lock it in. Will, what do you think?
I didn't know those stats. And I might add that. But for now, I just have the Raiders plus 9.5 here. I think that divisional matchup. Chiefs, when they're favored by more than like 3, is not a very good record against the spread. I know the Raiders don't really have a good roster, but Antonio Pierce has got these boys playing. They held the Dolphins to only like 20 points. And I know that's not, a world-beating shit, but Dolphins put up 70 on the Broncos, and the Broncos look pretty good right now. I don't know what's going on in Denver, but yeah, I'm rolling with 9.5 here. Antonio Pierce is going to have the boys playing. Chris?
I agree with you. Raiders plus 9.5. Antonio Pierce, I feel like last week especially, I know they lost, but they put up a hell of a fight against a much more talented Dolphins team. Antonio Pierce should be a head coach in this league. He should be a head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders. They probably won't make him the head coach next year because Mark Davis is an idiot, but he's still the head coach now. So Raiders plus 9.5. Chrissy Stats is back, courtesy of the Trend Center app. Since 2020, home dogs of more than 3.5 are 121, 95, and 5 against the spread. If you bet $100 on every one of those, you are up about almost $1,700. Last 10, 8, 1 and 1. So what are we doing? Raiders plus 9.5. Like you said, Will, Chiefs are not really good against, or when let me phrase that. They're not good at covering these big numbers. They tend to kind of play with their food a little bit. The Raiders can hang around in this game, man. They're playing lights out lately. Well, Aiden O'Connell isn't, but the rest of the team is. I like the Raiders to mess around and keep this one close. So Raiders plus 9.5.
Hell,
yes. I might double dip.
If it's that low, if it's that low, then that usually favors the dog, especially when the spread's that big.
Yeah.
Well, the total's 44. I don't think that's low.
I guess that's not that low. When you bet the under, it usually favors the dog. When the spread is 9.5.
No, for sure. Yeah, I might double dip into this one.
Go for it. Get a little naughty.
All right.
What's that under, Sean?
44.
I'll double dip.
There we go.
I'll add that under. Okay. Well, next game, Bills, Eagles should be good. However, the Bills are looking pretty mid this year. We'll see what the Eagles look like at the other half of this Monday Night Football game. So
what's that score?
Still 7-all with about second quarter just started. About 12 minutes left in the second quarter.
Okay. Eagles are home favorites by 3.5. As of right now, this line will probably change depending on how this game goes. Chris, what do you think?
This line makes no sense to me. The Eagles are far and away the superior team. I don't get why it's only 3.5. I get, as of now, the Eagles are still playing a football game, so I guess like once it ends, the line will probably adjust. I'm not sold on the Bills. Congratulations, like you beat the shit out of the Jets. Cool. um, the Eagles are far superior. I still just have no faith in the Buffalo Bills to really string together multiple like confidence boosting
Statement wins.
Thank you. I was looking for the word. I'm going to take Eagles minus 3.5. I feel like that's suspiciously easy. It's making me a little nervous how much I love it. But yeah, we're gonna rock with it. So Eagles minus 3.5. Will, what do you want?
I am on the same, Christopher.
Let's go.
Just this, same reasoning. Obviously, like I said, this line is probably going to change by the time that this game is over. But as of right now, 4 points against the Bills. Like the Bills can't put it together. I don't know what's up with them, but the Eagles minus 3.5. Sean, what do you think?
Well, boys, we are in agreement once again. Eagles minus 3.5. This is so, I'm scared because we're recording this at the time of Monday Night Football. So I'm scared of what this line will be after this game. Hopefully it doesn't change too much and the Chiefs win by 3. Hopefully.
That would be phenomenal.
That would be phenomenal. But the Bills just faced the Jets yesterday at the time of recording. And it made you think, was it Ken Dorsey? Or do the Jets just fucking suck? To me, the Jets just fucking suck.
Yes.
You know who doesn't suck? The Eagles.
Who?
The Eagles. Philly's defense is top notch. And Josh Allen is addicted to throwing the ball to the other team. With a league leading 12 interceptions.
Damn. That's almost one for every week.
Yeah, I think that's a going into week 12. Yeah,
it's more than
it's a surplus.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost.
This showdown last year would have had my head in a pretzel. But this one's easy. It's Eagles minus 3.5.
What would you like? What would be the number where you would like, okay, I'm not taking the Eagles anymore? Like, what would it have to get up to?
I think it'd be, I think 7.5 would be a bit much.
Wow.
More than a touchdown would be.
Yeah.
Let's pump the brakes. This doesn't make any sense.
Okay. I was thinking. Oh, go ahead, Will.
But what if it was like 6?
I would lay a touchdown. I would lay a touchdown, but I wouldn't lay more than a touchdown. If it was 7.5, I would be like, perhaps not.
So you still take 6?
I would probably take 6.
6 would probably be like my line. Like, I'm not. If it gets to 6.5, I wouldn't take it. But 6, I would take
it. Okay.
See, like
I just that's the Bills aren't. I mean, they're not playing well, but they're not like awful.
Well, like
I know we just kind of ran them down, but they're not the worst team in the world. And 6.5, like that's a lot of points. I would play it at 6. That would be my okay. Even then, I wouldn't love it, but I'd play it.
Well, to me, 6 and 6.5, there is a difference. But to me, there's as a winner mentality, there's not much of a difference. Because you're either gonna cover and push, which is not a loss, but not a win, or you're just going to lose or win. So I'd rather lay the 6.5 than the 6. It's just the way my brain works. But
I get it. I'm not in this business to push. So if it gets, I'll probably bet it as soon as we're done recording, just to have a little insurance.
It's already been bet.
If it got up to 6.5, I'd bet it. Screw it. Why not? Probably not the best philosophy, but
responsibly.
Mahomes just threw an interception in the end zone, so that's fantastic.
Okay. Well. All right. Well, next game, Sunday Night Football, Ravens, Chargers. Chargers are home dogs by 4. This game kind of had my brain in a pretzel, but I'll see if I can talk this through. Maybe you guys just think I'm an idiot, but I'm thinking Chargers here. It's stinky. It's stinky. I know it stinks. I know it's like, oh, Will, why would you do that? You're going to lose. I don't know. All of these games that the Chargers lose are under a possession. Like they're like the reverse Vikings last year. Like the Vikings kept winning these 1-score games, and that's what made them frauds. But the Chargers are losing these 1-score games. Yeah. Oh wait, they're in these 1-score games, but they're all losses. And so I see 4, and I'm like, I see value there. And Chargers, they can't stop shit, but I don't know. I just see 4, and I'm like, I feel like the Chargers can keep up enough to cover 4. I don't know. Am I crazy? Am I taking crazy pills? Sean?
Well, let's talk this out, because I'd love to talk this out. Ravens are one of the 2 teams this week that has like a decent week of rest. They've got 10 days after playing Thursday Night Football last week. Now they just lost Mark Andrews for the season.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Sorry, I had the thing come up.
Yeah.
And I want to say that this break could benefit them after losing Andrews. They have a week of time to readjust and to get right. This team is 8-2. Ravens are 8-2.
They're a good team.
I think. Am I wrong?
I think you're correct.
No, they're 8-3. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But the Chargers just struggle so much against top defenses. And the Ravens definitely have a top defense. Their defense is really good. And I don't think the under would be a bad play here. It's 47, a bit high.
It is a primetime game.
It is a primetime game.
It's Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, it's Sunday Night Football. But
yeah, auto bet under.
But also at the same time, as we move closer to the end of the season, as I mentioned with the Texans Jags game, you have to consider these matchups across the league, and their current standings. Ravens are 8-3, Browns are 7-3 with just 1 game behind them, while being tied in division and conference records. I kind of like the Ravens -4 here, just because they need to win out big on Sunday Night Football after sustaining such an injury and losing such a valuable player. To me, I'm kind of going back and forth between the under and the Ravens -4. But I would love to hear what Chris had to say.
Well, I have Ravens -4 written down, but the more Will was talking, I was like, damn, the Chargers. Yeah, it's like I could see them losing this game by a field goal, but that feels like I'm getting a little too cute. So I'm going to take Ravens -4 just because I feel like banking on the Chargers because I think the Ravens are going to win this game. So I feel like banking on the Chargers to lose by a field goal or less, I guess, is getting a little too cute. So I'll take Ravens -4. If they win by 3, you know what? My tip of the cap to you, Chargers. You done me dirty. So I get what you guys are saying. This is I thought this was going to be easy, honestly. When I wrote down
Yeah.
Ravens -4, I was like, oh, they're far and away better. But it's the more y'all were talking, I was like,
No, I
damn it.
mean, I was
But I was
I
like,
was
I
going
can't.
I was going through the research today, and I was like, I don't know. Like this isn't really going to be as simple as this line says it is.
I know.
I think I
Where is
will.
this? Where is this game? Refresh
It's
my memory.
I think it's in
It's
LA.
in Los Angeles.
Hate that. Okay. I'm just gonna take Ravens -4. Just don't overthink it.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the same.
I'm gonna get two in my own head here. So Ravens -4.
I'm probably gonna
Okay.
double dip and also take the under.
I will also be
Uh,
taking the under.
yep. There it is.
I'm just
There
going to
it is.
continue. I'm just going to consider that a win.
You
Yep.
know what? I need some easy ones this week. So yeah, under as
Oh,
well.
are we both double
Ravens
dipping?
-4 and under. I need some wins, man. I don't care if it's low hanging fruit. I need some fucking wins. I
Love
went
it.
3-7.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, Ravens -4 and the under. So
Okay, now that our main slate is done, we're going to go into our Surefire double unit plays. My Surefire double unit play of the week is the Steelers at the Bengals in Cincinnati under 35 and under 34 and a half, excuse me. The Steelers, it is impossible for them to put up any sort of points. It is like pulling teeth with them. And for the Bengals, Joe Burrow, he's out for the season. They cannot put up points. I don't even know who's starting for them on Sunday. I don't even care. Um, uh, Bengals defense is better than it was last year, I guess. But that's not really what I'm worried about so much as the defense is stopping them, as much as the offense is putting up points. So that is my reasoning for under 34 and a half. I should have looked up on Trend Center if there was any trends about AFC North unders, but I didn't. But I'm pretty sure there is somewhere. I don't know. But that's what we're rocking with. That is my double unit Surefire play of the week. Chris, what is your double unit Surefire play of the week?
I am so glad you asked, Will. And I'm also going to join you on taking an under. This game stinks to high hell. That is the Browns and the Broncos under 35 and a half. The Browns have like one of the best defenses I've ever seen. They're incredible. And their offense, I mean, I know they got a kid back there slinging it, but he's not very good. Their offense can't move the ball. Broncos defense has been much better as of late. Uh, this is a game I look at. It's like, I don't see more than 5 touchdowns being scored. So under 35 and a half, it's that simple. Let's cash yet another surefire bet. And yeah, let's go. Sean, what do you got?
Well, touched on it a little bit in the show, but it's Eagles -3.5. Listen, I am so confident in this game. This might not even be a double unit play. This might be a triple unit play.
Uh-oh.
For myself.
Uh-oh.
The first triple unit of the year. We had a couple last year. But God, this line makes no sense to me. And did you know that when the Eagles are favored by 3.5 points, they are undefeated against the spread?
No, I didn't know that.
Well, they are.
Oh.
Now you do.
Oh.
Interesting.
And guess what? They're about to add another W to that column.
God,
I love
this
this
a
line.
quad?
I love this. No, this is a trip.
All right.
It's a trip. I love this line. I love this line. And God, I hope this line doesn't move by the time this episode is released. I pray to God that the Chiefs win by 3 so that this line stays the same. Because this is it's just the best line of the week. It has to be. There's no other reasoning behind it. I went into it on the show. I really don't have any more else to say. I gave you that interesting stat. Lock it in while you can. Oh. And if it does go up, down, sideways, whatever. See if your book can get a boost it, trip unit on it, parlay it with something else you're confident with. Just make sure it is in your bet slip. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Because this is going to win.
Sean 100%. With the triple unit play. All right. Well, that's our surefire picks. What?
Oh, you might be interested to know, Sean, the Kansas City Chiefs just scored a touchdown. So it is 14-7 with about a minute left in the half.
Oh, was it Kelsey?
Yes, it was.
Let's go.
No.
Let's go all day.
It's okay. For those who don't know at home,
parents.
I am playing Will in fantasy football this week. And we'll see.
We'll see.
I just bet on him to score, so
yeah. We'll see what happens.
I didn't want to bet on his only player left to score, so
that's fair.
I guess I get that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's our surefire picks. Let's go into the rest of our cards. Sean, you just got done
I would like to start off.
Okay, well, Sean, you
No, I would like to start off.
All right, then.
Because I think this stat that I have benefits both of your surefire picks.
All right.
So you both had unders of less than 37, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Did you know that totals of 37 or less are 19, 4, and 1 since 2020?
No.
Let's go.
I didn't know that.
I didn't. Let's go, though.
Did you know that there are 4 games this week that have those exact circumstances?
No.
I did not.
Well, I'm going to take all of them, except for one, which I'll get into in a sec. Steelers, Bengals under 34.5. Browns, Broncos under 35.5. And Patriots, Giants under 33.5. The only one that I'm not taking is Panthers, Titans over 37. It hits it right at the threshold, and me and the boys are going to be boots on the ground for that game, and I can't bet an under when I'm boots on the ground. Over 37 for the Titans, Panthers. And the last play I have, Saints money line against the Falcons. What are we doing? Falcons stink. Stink. They stink. They're bad. They're bad. I know. Saints are what? I think they're 5-5.
Something like that.
Yes.
Something
I think they're both.
mid.
Aren't they both?
Are they both?
5?
Don't know.
I thought they were.
Let's see. Hold on. 1 second.
I know the Falcons were on the bye last week.
Closed out my thing.
I don't know.
Nope. Falcons are 4-6. So they're a little worse. Saints are currently leading this division because this division stinks. I saw a stat. I didn't write it down because I didn't think it was really that important, but it was heavily in favor of the Saints. Saints own the Falcons Just plain and simple. If you can get this at plus money, take it because they're going to win. They're going to win this game. Saints money line. And that's the card. Will, go on.
Okay. The rest of my card, I only have 2 more plays. They are both unders, actually. I have the under in the Browns Broncos, riding Chris's pick. And then to go along with Sean's Saints pick, yes, the Falcons stink, but also the Saints stink. I will be taking under 42.5 in this game. I don't know why, but whenever I think of a game that the Saints are in, that's a division game, it goes under. Maybe that's just because the past 2 years that they've played the Bucks, it's always like 2-3, something just terrible.
Or maybe it's because both of these teams fucking stink.
Yeah, that too. But I will be taking the under. 42 is way too high. So I will be taking that under, and that's my card. Chris, what is the rest of your card?
All right, we will start off with an easy one. Monday Night Football, Vikings -3.5 against the Bears. Joshua Dobbs, I know they didn't win last week, still undefeated against the spread as a Viking, and the Bears stink. So -3.5, easy peasy. Buccaneers +2, or 2.5, excuse me, against the Indianapolis Colts. I don't believe in the Colts whatsoever. I know the Bucks are also very mid, but let me back the bake show one time. Let's go back into form. I don't trust the Colts whatsoever to win against anyone. I did not know that stat that you had, Sean. So I will be taking. I already have one of those unders. I'll be taking the other 2 because, like you said, we're boots on the ground for Titans, and I'm not betting an under at a game I'm going to. So what is it? It's Pats Giants under 33.5, and what was the other one? The Steelers. 30. What was it? Was it also 33.5?
34.
34. Love it even
more.
Better. Love it even more. And then close it out. Saints money line.
There we go.
You guys, David Carr, at least as of this morning, or Derek Carr. David Carr was his brother.
Yeah.
He's not dead. Derek Carr is in concussion protocol still.
Uh-huh.
You know what that means?
It's Jameis time.
Taysom Hill.
Might be Jameis time.
Taysom Hill.
I mean, Jameis is an actual quarterback.
Yeah, that's true.
So, what are we talking about?
I'm sorry. Is Taysom Hill not a quarterback?
He's a tight end.
He's a 5'9" tight end.
Oh, he's a 5'9" quarterback.
So is Bryce Young.
Yeah, look how that's going.
Yeah.
No, right. I agree. The under is probably the smart play, but if Jameis plays, I cannot bet that under because you don't know what the hell is going to happen.
No.
He could throw 5 touchdowns or 5 pick sixes or both.
He's nothing but consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing but consistent. The fact that you don't know what the hell is going to happen.
Okay, I'm just saying 5 for 5, 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, consistency.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah. How many guys are in the 30-30 club? 30 touchdowns, 30 picks in one season.
I think it's just him.
I hope he was the founding father of that.
I think it's just him.
I pray to God. I'll look that up after this. But yeah, Saints money line, and that's the card. We need a bounce back week. I need it bad. Everything is going poorly right now.
Yes. I also need a bounce back week. I put my heart and soul into these picks. I did extensive research. It is Thanksgiving week. I'm obviously not super busy with work at the moment, so this is what I chose to do with my time at work. And God, I hope it pays off. But I feel very confident in this week. The Thanksgiving picks that we gave out, I feel very confident in all three of our picks. Every single one of them. And, again, for a second straight week, we are not going really against each other.
Yeah, except for the Chargers. I have the Chargers. Y'all have the Ravens.
Oh, you took the Chargers?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Chargers.
Oh, I don't think you really said that.
I'm taking the Chargers.
Did you?
I'm taking the Chargers right now.
All right. Well, you were like, convince me otherwise. And then we did. And then you just come out and then you're like, oh, I'm taking the Chargers.
Convince me otherwise. Okay, well, here's why you should take the Ravens. Nah. Chargers.
Well, no, I gave you my reasons for what I'm taking the Chargers, and I was like, "Am I taking crazy pills for thinking this?" And y'all were like, "I'm doing this." And I said, "Well, I didn't say anything."
You didn't. That's what I mean. Like you didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything.
Then what are we talking about?
But I'm taking the Chargers.
Are you also taking that under?
For sure.
Okay, then we're fine.
Yeah,
we're good.
I'm counting that as a win already.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
we're good.
And I'm rolling the dice on the Chargers.
Chris and I will win, and then all three of us will win on the under. It's all good.
Let's go.
Okay. We'll see.
I know last week we also didn't really go against each other. But y'all did like all right, and I was terrible. I need to go back and check the tape. What the hell happened?
It's like we didn't go. We didn't. Yeah, we didn't go against each other.
I had less than Sean. No, it's a competition.
Yeah,
I'm just saying it's weird. It's like how we didn't go against each other, but I still managed to thread that needle and just torpedo myself.
Check the tape if you want to.
That's why I got to go back. No, I burnt the tape from last week. It's bad week.
We got to bury it.
Shake it off.
Yeah, we burnt it already. We're already on to week 12, even though week 11 is still actively going on as we speak.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so time will tell.
Time works.
It's like we're in the future.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, well, I'm going to wrap it up. All right. Thank you so much for listening and watching. We really, really appreciate it. Check out the Trend Center app on the App Store and also the link in our bio. Once you sign up, you get a free 2-week free trial on the premium version. It's super great for all your betting research. It's amazing. Helped me triple my bankroll over the summer betting on baseball. Should have college basketball soon, but we are still waiting for that. Yeah, link is in the bio. Also, follow us on everything. Link is in the bio. I'm not sure if Bandit will have a pick this week just because Thursday Night Football is so different. But we'll see.
Yeah, well, we talked about the prime game, which is usually Thursday Night Football. I don't really see him having a pick this week unless he picks some dog shit team. Like some dog shit matchup.
Yeah. This Bandit likes dogs. And shit.
He does like shit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for listening, watching, like, comment, subscribe.
Hey.
What?
I was trying to get your attention. I got another. You mentioned the Trend Center app. It reminded me of a juicy little nugget that I took advantage of on Sunday Night Football. The Broncos, since acquiring Russell Wilson when they're favored, are now 1-12 against the spread. They're -2.5 against the Browns. So I'm going back. I'm I'm double dipping. I'm obviously keeping my Broncos under Surefire, but I'm adding Browns plus 2.5.
I'm adding it.
Yep.
Adding it.
Okay.
Just
you mentioned Trend Center, and I was like, oh, I took one of their bets literally like 12 hours ago or now, 24 hours ago.
Do we lay the points or do we lay the line?
I'm taking 2.5 just because last night I laid the 2.5.
Okay.
And I laid the 2.5 just to be careful, and it worked out.
Well,
so let's do it again.
Let's talk about this for a sec. I know we're trying to get out of here, but so Broncos are the hottest team in the NFL. Weirdly enough,
actually, they are.
Won 4 straight. Won 4 straight. Browns have won 3 in a row. Hot matchup.
This is probably the second most important game in terms of like playoff standings and stuff like that.
Yeah, especially with the AFC.
Yeah, it's
AFC
wide open.
Fucking sucks. God, man. Yeah, we should have prepared for this. You know what? I'll just lay the points on the Browns.
I'm taking for 2.5.
Yeah,
stick with the system. 2.5.
Yeah, stick with the system. Love it.
Okay.
So I just had to throw that in there.
It's okay.
No, I love it.
It was important. By the great folks at Trend Center.
Folks.
Yes. Okay, cool. I already said all the shit I needed to say. All right, there's 3 of us. Now let's make some money. Woo. 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 Woo.